And speaking of limitations, it's not a word in the Chinese president's dictionary. Xi Jinping is called the chairman of everything because he controls everything in China, from the government to the Communist Party and the military. Xi Jinping has the power, all the power, without accountability. And now it's hurting the people of China. In fact, people in China have seen a lot of devastation in recent days. Large parts of the country were flooded. This was triggered by heavy rains, the heaviest rainfall, in fact, that China has seen in 140 years. More than a dozen people are dead. Several more are missing. Tens of thousands have been evacuated. Usually, that's what you expect when floodwaters enter people's homes. But a different story is playing out in northern China, in the Hebei province. Here, the Communist Party has issued different orders. They said, instead of saving the people, first save the projects, the president's projects, save them first. Officials were mobilized to secure these projects. And who issued these orders? Well, they came from the very top. Ni Yufeng is the Communist Party boss for this province of Hebei. He released a statement. Some cities of Hebei share a border with Beijing. Ni's statement was a message for them. It said, and I quote, "Border cities must resolutely play a good role of moat for the capital." Basically, Ni is saying, drown if you have to, but save Beijing. His strategy is inspired from the medieval era when castles needed protection. They would make a ditch around them and fill it up with water. This is what you call a moat. It acted as the first line of defense for the castle in the event of an attack. Now, China is replicating the same concept to keep Beijing safe. That's how bad the flood situation is. And Ni's statement is only making it worse for the people. After suggesting the moat defense, he gives more instructions. He wants a specific city to be kept out of this moat defense. This is the Xiong'an area. It's about 100 kilometers away from Beijing. It was an important project for Xi Jinping. China started building the city in the year 2017, and the president gave it a lot of importance. In the past, he said that this project is of quote-unquote millennial significance. So it's very close to the president's heart. And Ni's job is to protect it. He said, and I'm quoting again, "This is the top priority of flood control in our province." So the instructions are quite clear. Save Xiong'an at any cost. The rest is expendable. This message went out far and wide. It reached the masses too, and they're furious. They expressed their anger on Weibo. Weibo is China's Twitter-like platform. I have some comments with me. This is what the people have been saying, and I'm quoting. "This official only wants a promotion. He doesn't care whether people live or die." Another one says, "You want to protect Beijing, Tianjin, Shenzhen, and Daxing Airport. Then we Hebei people don't need you. Get out of Hebei." This is what people are saying. Many more have called for this man's resignation, but it seems his moat plan is being implemented. The province of Hebei is flooded. More than 1 million people have been relocated. At least 9 people are dead, but that's an undercount. Several people are reported missing. They were probably swept away by the flood water, so the death toll will rise whether or not China declares it. They have a reputation of managing data. But there's no denying that the crisis is grave. Experts say the flood waters may take months to recede. Where is the Chinese leadership? On vacation. Not making this up. The Chinese government is on a break. They've started their annual vacation. The top leaders are in the seaside town of Beidehi. They go there every year. It's an annual ritual and an old tradition. And for some reason, they keep this holiday a secret. There are no photographs, no dates are announced. So how does the world come to know? Every year, observers look for signs. They look for patterns of behavior. That's how they figure out if the leaders are on vacation. And this time, a meeting by Xi Jinping's chief of staff gave it away. He met with 57 tech experts in the very same town, Beidehi, and so it can be assumed that the rest of the Chinese leadership is also present there. What do they do in this town every year? It is believed that they meet in a relaxed setting. They share concerns with the current leadership. In the past, such meetings used to be a frank exchange of opinion. Even dissent was allowed. But that may not be the case anymore. Xi Jinping does not like hearing complaints. Reports say the scope for party elders to speak their minds has shrunk in China, and that becomes obvious when you consider some recent events. A few weeks back, Xi Jinping fired his foreign minister. We told you about that. Xiong'an disappeared more than a month ago. No one has seen him since.
I firmly believe.
Some reports say he was punished for having an affair. Others say he's been purged. There is no official version of what happened. Also missing are some top generals of the Chinese army, 2 former heads of China's rocket force. Xi Jinping replaced them without notice, and the generals are nowhere to be seen. Will the president address these departures in Beidaihe? Honestly, we don't know. Even if he does, it may not come out. So this is China's story. Hebei is submerged and Chinese leaders have disappeared. But then again, this is not a first. Xi Jinping did the very same thing in 2020 when a virus was killing people in China. Their president disappeared. Now floods are causing havoc and he's abandoned his people again.